Yeah, dude, it's huge. It's huge. Nonetheless, man, we have a few small subjects to kind of talk about here as far as news, but we won't hold you guys too long. It's a big week. First up, man, this one flew under the radar, but I do want to talk about it. Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, has not been seen since a June knockout loss to Zhilei Zhang. Big Bang put him out pretty easily. Before that, he got dominated by Joseph Parker. Those two losses stopped him from fighting Anthony Joshua, man. Like, they had the fight deal. It was signed, brother. It was done. And he just couldn't win. Well, afterwards, people called for him to retire, including his own mother. People didn't even know this. His own mother released a statement like, please, like, you've had a great life. Like, you've had a great run, but it's time, you know? He said, fuck that. He said, I'm gonna keep on fighting. 39 years old now. He said that of all the fights he wants Francis Ngannou. Not because of a disrespect thing. He said in the interview, he talked a lot about Ngannou's son. He sent him well, but he's like, man, I think that's a fight I want to get him to talk to again. I think we could put on a great fight. Give me your interest level, man. I mean, Ngannou came off a knockout win over Renan Fahea, obviously last month in Saudi Arabia. 0-2 in boxing, but we know the story there. I mean, obviously, debatably beat Tyson Fury. He got murdered by Joshua whenever he actually stepped up for Deontay Wilder in March. Both guys struggling, but I think it could be a huge fight. I personally, give me it. What do you think?
Give me it. Feed it to me on a platter.
Yeah, you want MMA, or you want to do like a 2-fight deal still? Because they were talking about that, or you just want to see?
I mean, if they want to do that, sure. People complain about that, but I'm like, dude, if it happens, just guarantee it to me in boxing.
Brought to you by our friends over at BetMGM. UFC fans, we have an offer for you. You can get up to $1,500 in bonus bets paid back if you follow our link down below to BetMGM, legal in many states. If you're having any issues, go ahead and contact 1-800-GAMBLER if you're having any issues. But if you're looking to have some fun with the fights this weekend, go ahead and go. Once again, BetMGM. You can follow our link down below and have a little bit of fun. And if you don't hit, you'll get some bonus bets paid back.
Yeah. I want to see Francis go back in there again.
I do want to see Francis go back in there again. I want to see him get redemption. And even see, because I love both these guys. For me, I think this is one of those fights for like cool with either guy.
Also, like MMA would look good, but dude, boxing feels grand.
Yes. Like there's something about boxing. Like here's the thing, man. American boxing is in a really, really bad shape, like state. Like Turkey Al-Sheik's coming through and making big fights, but it's not really that. If you look at the networks, right? Like so many are moving out of boxing. Like just in the last few years, Fox moved out of boxing, Showtime's moved out of boxing, HBO's moved out of boxing. You're hoping that ESPN stays around. You know what I mean? You're hoping that DAZN stays around, and so on and so forth. Because if not, it's like, God, where are you going to be? You know? But there's something still grand about boxing and seeing Ngannou like go in there and drop Tyson Fury and arguably beat him, and even in the Joshua fight, just seeing him in there, it's like, man, that's so cool that we got our boy in there. And I love to see this fight, man. I mean, it sells itself. Is Deontay Wilder old and washed? Yeah. But is he still like arguably the hardest puncher in the entire history of the fucking sport? Yeah. Like he's a 6'7" motherfucker out of Alabama that takes one punch to put you to sleep versus the hardest hitter for MMA that like arguably beat the heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury, like, or former heavyweight champion of the world.
A guy that people were calling the GOAT of heavyweight.
Yeah, which was dumb, but some people were saying. So, yeah, man. And shit, dude. I mean, he performed better against Fury than Wilder did in most of their fights. So,
dude, you're not even like. Granted, those were some fucking bangers. There was a lot to those.
The third one, yeah.
But you're not even wrong. Like he gave him a good fucking run for his money.
Yeah. So, man, we'll see what happens. But if you're the PFL, this is a layup book. I understand that like you wanting Ngannou to fight in MMA, but it's like, dude,
you gotta let that shit happen.
You let that shit happen, dude. Because also, like, maybe they'll do a 2-fight deal.
Not even just that, but on the upside, what if Francis does win?
Then your boy is not only your PFL, he's gonna be wearing that PFL heavyweight title at those fucking press conferences. You know what I mean? Like, that's good promotion, man. Like, yeah, I hope they book it. I love that fight. Ngannou Wilder. We've been talking about this because remember the whole thing is that he was either gonna fight Fury or Wilder, and then he signed the deal with Fury. So because he, was obviously the champion at the time, so it's like a bigger deal. But man, if you can get a Wilder fight, that's still huge in Turkey. Turkey Al-Sheikh, brother. We got to get you on the pod. I'll pitch it to you. I'll give you the pitch. I don't care where you do it. It could be in Africa. It can be in Saudi. It can be in California. It could be in fucking Gary, Indiana, for all I care. Okay, just give me the fight. Hardest punchers of all time. It sells itself. Give it to me. And you can thank me later, Turkey, whenever we hop on Discord or whatever. Play Undisputed, man. No, jokes aside, I saw that he also bought the Ring magazine, and he's bringing back print edition. And I'm like, God, what a guy. Like,
he likes the sport.
He does. It's just a pure passion project. And look, man, like I said,
did you hear he's actually trying to resurrect Edwin Valero too?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know I had to get
He's going to fight Carlos Monzon in a catchway, man. He's hell in a cell match, actually. Yeah.
What the fuck? Chris Benoit? When did he show up in all this?
Chris Benoit, what are you doing here? Like,
whoa!
Officiated by fucking Riddick Bowe, dude. Like, oh my God.
Jesus, we're going to hell.
Aiki Achibuchi on the undercard as well. So, yeah. Anyways. And I think we should go and move on.